Hello, my name is Cyborg Games, and, well, look at this beautiful game, Stellaris. I've been playing it for about 2 years now, and one thing I realized is that the beginner tutorials that I see all the time are either outdated or a little, shall we say, top-heavy. It has a steep learning curve. But I'm going to make a series of maybe 5 to 10 minute videos to help the new beginner in 2019 learn this game, Stellaris. Today we will create a new species. So whenever you click on New Game, if it loads, you get species that you've created, and these are from my various playthroughs. Down here are pre-made species that you can play as, and there's a lot of them. I've not played as too many of the pre-made species. I have played as the Telbred, and I've played the Vur. Mostly though, I've just made my own species. This one's changed a lot. I should put. Oh, I have played as the Maui or Caretakers before. I forgot about that one. But yeah, Stellaris allows you to make custom species. Like this one was back when I first got the game. This one was I wanted to see how to back upgrade the game and created one, and it kind of, because that was the first version of the game, that one came first. Let's create new. Let's go over it. Appearance is just going to decide how your species is going to look. If you have, why can't I think of the name? Synthetic Dawn, you'll get machines, and these ones are, unfortunately at the moment, only if you play as a Machine Empire. Other DLCs add the rest of these. I think it's up from this one to this one are all Humanoids DLC, and then there's the Planetoids DLC, so that's just the start. So yeah, pay money, Paradox. Anyway, so let's just start off as your normal. Let you guys look through. Some of these are from other DLCs, like I know that's from the Anniversary Pack. Yeah. This one's actually my favorite portrait. It looks so authoritative and like commanding. Yeah, we'll go with this guy. Species name. So you can like create your own names if you want. Bug. Good enough. Species name. Off-field, messy field. Bug. So I guess that would be a bug person. Names, you can actually, let's turn the volume down just a hair more. So you can, yeah, the level of customability in this game is really, really astonishing. So here's our name list. So you can, like, beside names, hive minds. Everyone has 3 or 4 except for hive minds and machines. And humans get their own special, like, United Nations Earth, Commonwealth of Man, and Romus. I don't have a favorite one, because I just kind of just let the screen go. Yeah, I'll pick this one. This Planetoid. Traits. Traits are, I'd say, mildly important, because they decide, like, how your species are going to play out. So you get 5 total, and you got to keep this in the positive or at 0. So, like rapid breeders, that's 0, but I can also pick not adaptive, and I'm back in green. Strong and communal. I'd say it's a fairly strong. Some of the bigger traits like industrious and intelligent, that's a good one. I might pick that one. Not really. not a good idea, but yeah, you can pick traits, and if you want to go through these, they're on the Stellaris wiki. Homeworld. So besides a few exemptions, these are your 9 planets that you will be generally starting with. Desert, arid, savanna, ocean, continental, tropical, Arctic, alpine, and tundra. So there's like a little matrix there that decides how your habitability is affected at the start of the game. So like continental worlds, I'll probably best be suitable to find continental worlds, but I also do fairly well in tropical and ocean, but I don't do so well in desert or tundra. And the old modifier used to be that it wasn't people weren't happy, but now they've added, actually a long time ago they added amenities, and you just use more amenities. That works. Just random names for everything. So there's different ways you can set up your solar system. Trinary system. Then there's binary, where there's 2 stars. Lunary is where it's you're around a moon. Your planet's a moon of a gas strand. And then there's Sol, so Earth. Deneb is the custom for the Commonwealth of Man. And there's just random. We'll just do a random. I really wish they'd add more special starting systems, but I guess there's mods for that. City appearance. This really has no impact on gameplay. Just pick one you like. Now this is one that decides how you're going to play your game. So it's very important. Each one of these has an ethos, and you can go fanatic or just regular. So there's each of them. Like, let's say I want to play as a militarist, equality, xenophile. So I want to bring equality to everyone, and I will do so through military means. Or maybe I want to be more authoritative. Or perhaps I don't really care about Xenos, I want to be materialist. Or maybe I do care, just not very much. And then there's hive mind. So you can play as a machine intelligence or a hive mind. So if you, back to the appearance, if you pick this, you have to have a machine portrait. It just kind of stinks. As your first playthrough, I would suggest don't worry about militarist path. At least do xenophile, spiritualist, and I would say egalitarian, just to get a good feel for the game. If you're a xenophile, you're less likely to be, you get fewer points. You actually get points towards people liking you or not. Egalitarian, just because you get specialist output right there, and monthly unity and edict cost. I don't really care very much about civics because there's something that's not very often in the game. But I like mining guilds because you get more minerals, and normally I'm playing a different playthrough, but one I really enjoy playing with is Mechanist. That's one I always play through. I like to play through. I've done a few playthroughs with them, and what is it? Their Granite Idyll is pretty cool. So there's a few more that are a bit interesting. Life-seeded. Remember earlier I talked about the different matrices of planets. Well, this one makes it a Gaia world, which is like, so it's a perfect world, and you have habitability only on a Gaia world. Alternatively, you could play post-apocalyptic, which sets your capital world to be Tomb World. Yeah, which is really good. Alright, so you can play your, like if you play through Fallout, you can have one of the groups come to space. Syncretic evolution makes you have a second species. I'm gonna go with functional architecture. Advisor voice, again, not very much impact on the game. Empire name. You can change this so it doesn't really matter. Bug Person Confederation, Administration, United Bug Person Works. Now here's something that I can spend minutes on. What flag colors? I mean, I just go until something really looks nice. Not buggy enough. It'll work. There we go. So your ship appearance and the color of your map is determined by which colors you pick. So ship appearance, like you see there, purple right now, but if I go to the purple color and change it, say, to brown, it's more brown. Go with blue, so now it's blue. My favorite ship type to play at is either avian or reptilian. I've played humanoids, few mammalian, not so much with plantoids. I might look into that, or fungoid. And then your ruler. You can't decide any of her, or his or her traits right now at the beginning, so you just, it's kind of like, but you can change the name of the ruler and decide what the place looks like. You can also change the, whatever room you're at, and what kind of style your species will be playing. But yeah, that's about it, so hope you guys enjoy.